try! France have got the try! What a try for France!
Green was a striker, not a right winger.
Oh, Bruno! Oh, it's 4-2. Lewandowski's got a hat-trick too, and it's in! And RB Leipzig has scored! Oh, and he has! He has as well! Oh! Did he win it?
Hey, who? Not John. I don't think it's John. Oh, it's Poppy, it's
32-30! Oh my god! Wow! Oh, take a bow. I'm standing up.
Hello and welcome to Let's Talk Sports live stream watch along of tonight's evening Bundesliga game in what looks to be a very cold evening at a rather empty Allianz Arena. It seems as though, of course, with COVID being a problem again in Germany, it seems as though there are restrictions in place for fans back in the stadiums. There are some fans there, but it's not anywhere near as a full house as it would normally be. But as I say that, there are a few Arminia Bielefeld fans that looks to have travelled to Munich. So it must not be that strict if they're allowing people from outside of town to come in. But anyway, thank you for joining us. The match is about to kick off in about 3 or 4 minutes' time. And it must be cold because there are so many people in the stands wearing, having all sorts of blankets wrapped around their legs, scarves, you name it. Greg Livingston has got in touch on a live chat page and has said he's going to go for a Bayern win, but only to be 1-0. That'd be interesting because at the moment, after the matches that we've had so far this weekend in the Bundesliga, we had a few games on at 2:30 earlier today and a game on last night at Stuttgart. Bielefeld are currently in the relegation zone, while of course Bayern Munich are now second with a game in hand. Of course, the game in hand is tonight because Dortmund won at Wolfsburg earlier today. A strong, convincing performance from Dortmund to go and win 3-1 there. So the players are coming out from the tunnel, and I must admit, I've never been to the Allianz Arena, but I would certainly love to tour this stadium. I absolutely love it every time I see it on TV. But of course, I think Bielefeld, when they last came here to the Allianz Arena, this was during the lockdown games, which was last season. It was an empty stadium. It was a Monday night game here at Bayern Munich, and it was a cold game then as well. But Bayern Munich actually drew 3-3 against the team that was struggling to try and stay in the Bundesliga for this season, which of course they did survive at the end. But yeah, Bayern Munich had problems in this last fixture, so maybe Greg remembers that, and that's probably why he's gone for still a Bayern Munich win, but to be a tight one. But yes, it looks very cold in Germany tonight. For any of those fans that have made the trip, at least you're not inside a stadium where there's corners where wind can come in. That can be very, very bad. I was watching a bit of the Stoke City game before, and yeah, with this storm happening around the UK, I don't think I'd want to go to Stoke City when it comes to a winter's night. It is. I've been a few times. It is very cold. So we're still just waiting for the players to come out of the tunnel. I can at least go through the lineups with you. So for Bayern Munich, as always, it's Manuel Neuer in between the sticks. They've got 4 in defence from left to right. We've got Alphonso Davies, one of the best left backs in the world. Hernandez in centre back role with Upamecano, and Pavard as right back for Bayern Munich. And then in front of them is Goretzka and Tolisso. In front of them, it's Leroy Sané on the left, Muller in the middle, in behind Lewandowski at the front with Kingsley Coman on the right. Lewandowski the other night scored an absolute worldie, which was a bicycle kick against Dynamo Kiev. It was a lucky bounce, but he was in the right place at the right time in front of goal to help them get a vital win in Ukraine. And it was snowing that night as well. So it was certainly a cold night there, and it's going to be a cold night again tonight. Probably no snow tonight, though. In terms of the starting lineup for Bielefeld, so in goal it is Ortega. And then in the defence, we do have Andres Nilsson, Pieper and Brunner. And then in front of them, we have Pritel and Visadelis. And then in front of them two is Okagawa, Schopf and Rimmer. And then up front on his own is Kloss. So both teams playing in terms of the predicted formations, according to the Bundesliga website, they are both playing the same formations of 4-2-3-1. And they've just done the coin toss. So that is pretty much an indication that the players are here on the pitch now. Let me get some atmosphere noise going on for you. Here we go. A bit of Bayern Munich noise for you. It won't be as loud as it normally is at the Allianz Arena, but I'm sure they'll try and make as much noise as they can with the fans that they do have in the stadium. Julian Nagelsmann, of course, he's been in the job now for, well, since the summer. He's had enough games now to kind of get himself warmed up in the job. So the first half's just about to begin. Bayern Munich will kick off in their home colours of all red. Red shirt, red shorts, red socks. Bit of a darker red this season, I've noticed, with their kit. While Arminia Bielefeld are actually playing in all black, it seems, tonight. Their away colours, so they're not playing in the usual home colours of black and blue strip with a bit of white as well. So the game has kicked off. Bayern Munich attacking from right to left, Bielefeld from left to right. So yeah, Bielefeld, it's going to be a tricky game for them tonight. They know that they need to get points wherever they can, and it's always a bonus away from home if they are going to try and stay in the Bundesliga for another season. According to the weather forecast, it says it's partly cloudy, but either way, it's a night match. It's just dark out there. I don't know how you could really go on about the weather saying it's partly cloudy when you can't even see it. But anyway, it's on the halfway line. Upamecano's got it. He'll pass it back to Neuer. Neuer getting his first touch of the game, of course. I'd still say Neuer is one of the best goalkeepers in the world. He'd still make my top 5 goalkeepers in the world, despite the little criticism he still gets now and again, which I kind of find hard to believe. He's very, I'd like to say he's very reliable, and he's very experienced. You can't go wrong with an experienced goalkeeper. Do get in touch, folks, on the live chat page. Do vote on our poll as well. We've asked you who will win. You've got 3 options: Bayern Munich, Bielefeld, or a draw. Currently, we've got 75% of you going for Bayern Munich, 25% of you going for Bielefeld. And as we speak, the Bielefeld goalkeeper has just booted it out of his penalty area. The ball lands in the halfway line. Now here come Bielefeld on the front foot. As I said, they surprised a few people in their last appearance at the Allianz Arena last season. So at the moment it's with Pavard. See, as I said before, it looks as though they are, from what I'm seeing now, they are definitely playing 4-2-3-1. Bayern Munich at least. Oh, that was a late challenge from Patel on Hernandez. Patel's the captain. If you're wondering what the starting lineups are, they're on the screen, and the predicted formations. Anyway, here come Bielefeld, and there's quite a few of them up front here. Here they come now, Bielefeld. It's with Kloss. Ball comes in. Upamecano had to get there. Or was it Kingsley Coman? Either way, it's gone behind. Oh, it was Alphonso Davies. It looks like he's picked up something from that. He stretched his leg out to make the clearance. I think he hoped it would go out for a throw, but instead it's a corner for the visitors. So already Bielefeld on the front foot. Nagelsmann sitting down with his coaches at the moment. Wearing a massive coat tonight. He knows how to dress, I'll say that. Oh, it's a short corner. And after all that, I don't know what that was. That was terrible. Played a short corner. Then he decided to play it back to the original corner taker. And then he had to leave it because he would have been offside. What was that? So many corners that I'm seeing in modern day football where it's just completely wasted. Greg says Arminia keeper Stefan is a really good goalkeeper. I think he's the most underrated goalkeeper in the Bundesliga. I have to take your word for it, Greg, because to tell you the truth, I've not watched Bielefeld at all this season. This is the first time I'm seeing them. Just as I say that, here come Bayern Munich. Sane to set up Lewandowski. No, it was Muller actually. He had a shot, but it was blocked inside the box. Bielefeld have got the ball out of the penalty area now, and they'll obviously just shows how quickly Bayern Munich can find that first goal and how deadly they are with those front men. But on the other end of the pitch, Bielefeld, they might just surprise us. No, Bayern Munich clear it. It's gone out for a throw, but already, both teams already trying to get themselves going and get themselves on the score sheet. But yes, I'll have to take your word for it there, Greg. I'll see how he does, Ortega. Throwing for the visitors then. It's a long one into the Bayern Munich penalty area. Oh, it's all... Oh, it landed roughly. Oh, it landed in the wrong time for Bayern, but at the end they didn't get full power on it. I think it was Kloss that tried to kick it, but it's straight to the hands of Neuer. Already the Bayern Munich defence a bit rattled there. Now, I'll just double check the bench. But yes, oh no, Gnabry is back. But Kimmich's still not in the squad for Bayern Munich because he's having to self-isolate after being tested positive for COVID. Now, the German law, I don't know if it was announced before this week, but this week I learned that if you are unvaccinated and you get basically a positive test for COVID, in Germany, the employer doesn't have to pay you while you're quarantining. So Kimmich right now is not getting paid just to sit at home and basically watch Bayern Munich. But I'm sure he'll be okay with the wages he's on. I don't know what it is, but I think any footballer playing for Bayern Munich is doing alright for themselves. Here's Muller. Lewandowski, nice ball through to Koeman. Koeman chips it across. Muller with the header, and it's cleared off the goal line. Bielefeld already nearly conceding. Here's Hernandez. Plays it a few yards back to Upamecano. Now back to... Now with Tolisso. And Bayern Munich have got the ball back in the halfway line. But that was a great ball from Koeman to Muller before. It's back with Koeman now on the right wing again. Up against two of his opponents. Cuts in. Pokes the ball into the box. Ball now in the air. Oh, scissor kick goal! Oh, it nearly went in. Muller nearly scored a scissor kick. Had to be saved by Stefan. That would have been a beautiful goal. It came off the head of one of the defenders and Muller just tried the scissor kick. And Ortega tried to save it with both of his hands, but instead it's gone behind for a corner, and that's a shame. That would have been an absolute classic goal. Only seen 7 minutes of this game and it's been an absolute cracker already. End-to-end stuff in this Saturday night game. After all that from Muller, he took the corner, it went out for a throw and he's going to take it. I mean, who doesn't love Thomas Muller? He's great. Greg Livingston asks me, and I thought he'd ask me because I'm a United fan and obviously a lot is going on at Old Trafford behind closed doors at the moment. He says, Jamie, would you take Michael Carrick as interim manager at the end of the season? Why are they going for someone at a club just to be interim until the end of the season? We'll talk about that in a minute, but right now, Bayern Munich, have they won a corner? No, it's a goal kick. Lewandowski getting the last touch there. So, I mean, it looks as though Ralf Rangnick, the German football manager, is going to get the interim job until the end of the season. So it looks as though it's going to be a 6-month contract. And I think that's the whole point. They did say in their statement last week when Ollie went that their plan was to get an interim manager until the end of the season and then they'll wait until the summer to get the manager that they want. Now, a lot of rumours are it's going to be either Mauricio Pochettino or Victor Ten Hag from Ajax. Now, Ten Hag has been known for not ever leaving clubs during the season, and I think when Ajax wanted him when he was a Bayern Munich coach, he didn't accept it until the summer. until his current season ended at Bayern Munich. So I think there's always been that link to say he won't leave Ajax even if it is United coming in for him. So yeah, I honestly think Ten Hag is the man United want, or Pochettino. Either way, they've got to pay towards the clause of the contract. With Pochettino, it's going to cost quite a bit, and I think it's at least 10 million euros, which, I mean, it is a lot of money just to get a manager into a job, really, but it's a lot less than what you'd pay to get a player in at the club. So, yeah, I think it's just the way it is. I think that's what they're going to do, Greg. They're going to have Ralf Rangnick in until the end of the season to settle the ship. And you can't go wrong with the appointment. He's experienced. He's been a successful manager in the past. His football is very exciting to watch. And even Jurgen Klopp said yesterday that all the teams in the league should be worried that he's coming to the Premier League. So I'm excited about it. But we'll see what happens. I mean, as a United fan, you get used to disappointments in the last 8 years. So hopefully this decision is a good one, but we'll see. But either way, he's not going to be a full-time manager, regardless of the results, it seems. And we'll get someone else in. And Rangnick will go upstairs and make football decisions for the club, which we've been needing for so bloody long. Now, my internet's not doing great at the moment, folks. My stream for the game has just disappeared. So let me just try and find that. We did get a new hub recently, and I hope that would improve things, but maybe not. Sorry about this, folks, but all of a sudden I have just lost my stream completely. Oh, this is great. I'll be back in just a moment, folks. Right, we're back, folks. Sorry about that. We had completely lost stream, and I thought we were just tuning in time for a first goal of the game. By Muller with a volley there, and it went straight to the keeper. Yeah, I don't know if you've watched the whole game so far, folks, but Thomas Muller nearly scored with a scissor kick earlier on as well in the box, which was well saved by the keeper. Meanwhile, it's still goalless, so at least we haven't missed any goals, folks. Nearly at the midway point of the first half, and they've just shown the replay now of Goretzka's header towards the right boot of Thomas Muller. It's now with Upamecano, a long ball into the Bielefeld penalty area. It's headed out towards the left wing of Alphonso Davies, and he wins a throw-in. But it looks as though since we've rejoined, Bayern Munich on top at the moment. I must admit, it's been a while since I've watched Bayern Munich play at the Allianz Arena. Most of the time I've watched them, they've been playing away from home. Ball comes into the box, Bielefeld clear it. Ball lands on the halfway line, and as you'd expect, Mr. Manuel Neuer, or as some like to call it, Mr. Sweeper Keeper, out and about, having a wonder. Probably just doing anything he can to keep his legs warmed up, because it is very cold in Germany tonight, especially in Munich where they're playing. Oh, that looked like a late challenge on Kingsley Coman, is it? No, sorry, it's Pavard. So free kick for Bayern on the halfway line. No yellow card from that. He went right into him. He's not arguing about it. I don't think he would have much to stand on if he did. So Bayern Munich 0, Bielefeld 0. Of course, we can actually, if we want, let's go check out the scores that we had from earlier on in the Bundesliga. So let's have a look. So yesterday, Stuttgart hosted Mainz. They won 2-1. That was a Friday night game. The earlier matches that are on today, Dortmund going top of the league before this Bayern Munich game started by winning 3-1 away at Wolfsburg. Let's find out who scored. Haaland did start, and I think he did score as well. Yeah, Erling Haaland scoring on the 81st minute. Emre Can scoring as well. Daniel Melin as well for Dortmund. So that's a bit of a surprise, seeing Haaland... sorry, not Haaland, Emre Can score. Here come Bayern. It's on the edge of the box. Hernandez to Lewandowski. Will he cross it? No, he'll go for it. Oh, nutmeg the defender and nearly found it in the net. I think it took a deflection on the way, and because of that, it'll be a corner. And of course, Lewandowski, one of the nominees for the Ballon d'Or when that takes place in France on Monday night. But Lionel Messi is expected to win it. He's the favourite. Muller with the corner then. Doesn't find anyone in the box for Bayern. It's cleared out. It's now with Alphonso Davies. He is so good to watch, Alphonso Davies. Hertha Berlin 1, Augsburg 1. FC Cologne, a big win over Mönchengladbach in what is the derby between them two. 4-1. Oh, Lewandowski! No. He nearly flicked it. Oh no, it wasn't. It was Goretzka. He nearly flicked it over his opponent. He just, yeah, not the best of touches at the end. Sane was nearby. But yeah, that was a big chance again for Bayern. 25 minutes gone. It is crazy how many waves of attacks you see from Bayern Munich in just one game. It's very good football to watch. No, not much difference to how they played under Hansi Flick last season. Even though Nagelsmann's now their manager. Coman. Oh, that's another good cross. Hernandez. Oh, and he's lost it. And now Bielefeld, can they go on the counter? They're now at the midway point of Bayern's half. Lewandowski. Oh! Oh, is that a free kick? I don't know about that. The referee's given it to Bayern. I'm not sure about that. I thought he got the ball. Let's watch that again. Actually, no, in all fairness, I think the ref might be right. It was always a risky move, but if you get the ball, it should be fine, but I don't think he got it at the end. It's a free kick about just under 30 yards. Goretzka is lining up. Thomas Muller gets both his arms up to make the signal. Anyway, sorry, I've been meaning to look at the scores. Bochum 2, Freiburg 1, and a massive win for Hoffenheim away from home. 6-2 at Firth. Anyway, back with this game. And it's gone out for a goal kick at the end. But yeah, so those are your latest scores. Let's look at the table. I'd imagine this is the live table. So yeah, I think this is the live table because I think Bayern Munich were going to actually be 2 points behind Dortmund before kick-off. They're a point behind at the moment because of the fact that they're of course level with Bielefeld here at the Allianz Arena. Freiburg second, 22 points. But look at the gap already between third and second and first. You've already got Bayern Munich and Dortmund starting to run away as we always expect in the Bundesliga. A two-horse race. Bayer Leverkusen, I think they played tomorrow because they played in the Euro. Oh, hang on! Oh, Neuer had to make a save. Actually, just as I say all that, it wouldn't have counted if Bielefeld had scored because it's offside, it seems. For a moment, I thought Bayern were going to be a goal down. Yeah, he is offside. He's pretty much a mile offside. He went through with the ball anyway and carried on until the referee or the linesman made the signal. In case you are wondering, there is VAR in the Bundesliga. Greg Livingston says Firth 6-3 lost. Yeah, they're rock bottom in that league at the moment. Let us know how you are, folks, from where you are. Where you lot watching this match from? Do get in touch. Love to hear from you. Especially you, Greg. What's the weather been like since you're in Scotland? I'd imagine you've been on the receiving end of this storm. What are they calling it? Storm Arin. You do wonder where they get these names from. It's always a dramatic name. Sane, just outside the box. Muller brings it in. Oh, nearly found Lewandowski. That was a crucial header there for the Bielefeld defender to clear it. So just about to reach the half-hour mark. Bayern Munich 0, Bielefeld 0. Might just see what the other scores are happening in and around Europe. I think there is a late kickoff in the Premier League today. Brighton versus Leeds. That's probably a good game. It's goalless. Same match time as the match that we're on. So, can Bayern Munich find a goal? It's not like them not to score at home. It's only been half an hour though, but they have been knocking on the door. 2 golden chances for Muller mainly. One a scissor kick and another was a volley. But both denied by the goalkeeper. Here's Davies. Sane. Oh, he's lost it in the box. Cleared away. Sane's, for me, Sane's a hit and miss player. If he turns up, he's one of the best on the field, but today I've not seen much of him yet. You can sort of tell what game he's going to have just within the first few minutes, and my senses will say he won't have a dramatic or a highlighted game of his career today. But yeah, do get in touch, folks, on our live chat page. Looking at the poll, it has changed dramatically more towards Bayern Munich at 90% of you going for a win. No one's going for a draw, and 10% of you going for the away team. Bayern Munich have got a corner. Greg Livingston says, I heard that Ed Woodward is not leaving United because they do have a manager. I believe he was going to a rugby league team, but he's staying. I don't know, it's not been confirmed yet, but I think he's going to be staying until they sort out this new manager. I don't know. I thought he would have been gone by now anyway. Oh, and a header over the bar. Lewandowski couldn't get it under the bar. Leroy Sané swinging one in from the corner flag. Was just above the goalkeeper as well. So goal kick for Bielefeld. Ortega's taken it. But yeah, with Ed Woodward, he'll probably be there for another 10 years, Greg. I don't believe a word that they say about him when he's going. I'll believe it when he's gone. But I think for Man United, in terms of the commercial, marketing and business aspect, they'll miss Ed Woodward. But I believe that the guy who's supposed to be replacing him has also worked for the Glazers in the past, so it's not like someone they've brought in that they don't know. They know for sure who he is. So I do wonder if there'll be much changes from that side. But as I said, if Ragnick is going to come in as our interim and then go upstairs and be part of the director of football team and stuff like that come the summer, then I'm for it, because at least it's something different. They've got to try something different, United. Always we're going to carry on having these bad patches with whoever our manager is. It doesn't matter. Bayern have won a throw-in. Oh, Davies, he might go alone. Volleyed effort. He wins a corner straight at the goalkeeper. I'd love to know who does the statistics for all the home games for Bayern, because they must be always busy dealing with every Bayern attack of marking a shot on target, corners, shots off target. They're just non-stop, aren't they, Bayern up front? Thomas Muller to take the corner on the near side. It's headed away again. Not been the most threatening at corners yet so far, Bayern. Feels like Bielefeld have done their homework so far at set pieces. Oh, Coman, great pace. Wins a corner. Makes a great pace back into the penalty area. Tried to do a low ball cross in, but it went out for a corner. Greg's responded to my question about the storms where he is in Scotland. They've had it really bad up there and the northeast of England. It says, the weather's been awful. Trees around my house had fallen. Do not know how it did not hit my house, but thankfully my house is okay. That's good to hear, Greg. Oh, that was a terrible corner from Sané. Too long for anyone to get to it, and it's gone out for a throw-in. Absolute waste. And this is what I mean by Sané. I was saying that just a few minutes ago. He's just... You can never be sure what to expect from him on match day. He's hot and cold, isn't he? He's like a box of chocolates, in the words of Forrest Gump. You just don't know what you're going to get. But the Allianz Arena does look gorgeous this evening, even if it has got a lot of empty seats because of COVID. What's the weather like now for you, Greg? Because I believe our weather's... I think we've gone through the worst of the storms around these parts. Apparently it was supposed to be done by 6 o'clock. It's now past 6 o'clock now. And when I check the weather forecast, it should be a lot better tomorrow. It's still going to be cold as ice, but it looks as though it should be alright in terms of normal winter spell, you could say. Coman on the right wing. Cleared away. Winds are throwing. I think he will leave that for Pavard to take it. And he does. Carlos Sanchez asking more than 2.5 goals. They've been not... As in for the whole match, Carlos, or do you mean for just Bayern? Or I'd imagine you don't mean Bielefeld, because at the moment I think Bielefeld would be delighted just to score a goal. They've hardly been up front at all. Here's Sane. Oh, and a header there at goal from Lewandowski. I think he was trying to look for Muller with the header. Straight in the hands of Ortega. But no, in terms of, if we're going to talk about potential goals in this game, Carlos, I think having 2 goals or more, actually 2 goals or more, 2.5, that basically means you need 3 goals, don't you, Carlos? I think once Bayern Munich get themselves that first goal, I think it could be a goal fest. It is all Bayern at the moment, but, you know, 37.5 minutes gone. At the moment, my tip is to probably just go for under 2 goals. I'd bet there'll be more odds at that, you know. All it takes is that first goal for Bayern. The question is, when will it be? And where are you from, Carlos Sanchez? Sanchez, sorry. I nearly called you Sancho then. Greg says the storm has passed, I think, but it is bloody freezing. I had put my hands on hot water and couldn't feel my hands because it was that bloody cold. A lot of bloody in that sentence. So Bayern are just passing it around at the moment. Let me just see what the stats are saying. All shot on target, saved. Well, I say saved, it's straight in the hands of Ortega again. Coman this time. Coman's had a good game. I've enjoyed his football so far this evening. So in terms of the goals expectancy, it's 1.4 for Bayern, 0.3 for Bielefeld. So I don't know if that helps you, Carlos, with your bet if you've already put it in. Look at that though already. 8 on target for Bayern, 5 off target. 0 on target for Bielefeld, 1 off target, and the possession 73% to 27%. Here come Bayern Munich now. Oh, nearly found Sane, but I'll say this now for Bielefeld, the defenders have done a great job tonight so far. Just as we're about to reach 40 minutes, they've still got a clean sheet. The second half, if they keep it 0-0 at half time, it's going to be a very long second half for them. But it's all about, have they got the energy to keep doing this against Bayern Munich? Because at some point, Bayern Munich will get them very tired, and then it will just get easier. Greg says, thankfully I did not play rugby today because it was bloody cold. Keep saying bloody. In the team that we were meant to play could not travel due to the bad weather. And I think that's very wise, Greg, from your visiting team. I was supposed to go up to Sunderland today. I wouldn't have been doing this watch along tonight otherwise. I'd have been travelling back by now, but yes, I'm glad I didn't go. I decided not to go as of last night because of what I saw outside. And I cancelled my train tickets, got a refund. And when I woke up this morning to actually see if my trains were running at all, they were all cancelled, so I knew I made the right decision. Even the Metros in Sunderland were cancelled. Carlos Sanchez says, thank you. You're welcome. He says, yeah, I'm trying to bet on total goals for this game. I'm from Las Vegas. Well, if it was me, I still believe Bayern Munich. I mean, can you answer me this, Carlos? What does it mean with 2.5 goals? Does that mean as long as Bayern scored 2 goals or the whole match or both teams, if it's 2 goals in this match, does that mean you've won the bet, or does it mean it needs to be more than 2 goals to win the bet? That's what I'm trying to understand. Here come Bielefeld, 2-on-2. This could be interesting. As a shot, oh, it's blocked by his teammate in the box. On a rare occasion for them, and they've blown it up in their own. They've pretty much shot their own foot there. But do let us know, folks, as well. Of course, while we're watching Lewandowski tonight, one of the nominees, and would have, in my eyes, should have won the Ballon d'Or last year until it got cancelled. Who do you think should win the Ballon d'Or for this year? And don't just say any random player. They normally do a 30-man shortlist or 3-man shortlist come the ceremony, so there's no point just picking a random player. Do check it if you haven't seen it yet. I think Bielefeld have got themselves a free kick here with just over 2 minutes left of this first half. It was it Tolisso? Yeah, Tolisso went right into him. So Bielefeld with a free kick comes into the box. It's a cross, so an indirect free kick. Volleyed effort, takes a block, and then another shot from the captain, takes a deflection, and I think that's going to be a corner kick for Arminia. Neuer high-fiving Upper Meccano. They've so far not had many problems from their visiting team, but who knows what they could get from this corner. They would certainly shock a few people if they took the lead going into the break. Because if you have just joined us, it has been all Bayern Munich so far. Some of the Bayern fans look a bit gutted not to have seen any goals yet. Bielefeld with the signal, swings it in. At least this time they didn't waste the corner. Oh, and that was a volleyed effort. That was terrible. It's gone and hit row Z, and that was... I think that was Vezadalis who took the kick there. He thought he'd go for goal. If he played rugby, he would have scored. Okay, so Carlos Sanchez has confirmed that needs to be more than 2 goals to win. I think there'll be more than 2 goals. If I was going to bet on it, you know what, Carlos? I'll bet with you. Let me see. I normally use Bet365. And I've got some credit left on that for winning an accumulator back in the summer during the Euros. We've got 30 seconds left till half time. And the odds might go a little bit in favour if you go for it, because with only 45 minutes left, it obviously becomes a bit more difficult for it to be more than 2 goals. But I might do that with you. Oh, the ball's in Neuer's hands. Had to stop the run of a Bielefeld striker. I think that was Wemmer. Yeah, it looks like it was Wemmer. Match goals, 2.5. Mine's got this as well. It says over 11-2. Anyway, just as I say that, it is half-time at the Allianz Arena. And no goals to report. It's been a dominant first half by Bayern Munich in terms of shots on target, shots off target, and attacking and possession-wise towards the Bielefeld goal. But really, that's all it's been. The 2 biggest chances has pretty much come from Thomas Muller. One of them being a volleyed scissor kick when one of the defenders were trying to clear the set piece, which was denied by Ortega, the Bielefeld goalkeeper, and then one of his other volleyed efforts was straight at Ortega again, but he caught it that time. And that's pretty much the main chances we've had so far in this game. So Bayern Munich fans, very cold in the stands, and I think they need to be warmed up with a goal here this evening, but they will have to wait until the second half. But anyway, it is Bayern Munich 2, sorry, not 2, Bayern Munich 0, Arminia Bielefeld 0. I'll just stop the crowd noise for now. But yes, let us know, folks, in the live chat page, your thoughts on the game so far. So yes, half time. Now, one thing I forgot to do was update the scoreline on our video title. There we go. So, looking at the statistics, the possession-wise, 70% for Bayern Munich, 30% for Bielefeld. Shots total for Bayern is 13, and they've had 8 on target. But it looks as though the best player so far is Thomas Muller. 4 shots with 3 of them on target, 38 touches, 67% challenges won, and at the top speed of 28.6 kilometers an hour, and distance covered is 5.3 kilometers. Not bad for 45 minutes. What can he do in the second half? But Carlos, I'm going to join you on that bet. I'm going to go for over match goals, or do I dare myself and go for under it and go opposite you? I haven't decided. The odds don't look that great, to be honest. Oh, come on. Now, if I go with under 2.5 goals, it's 8-11. I'll tell you what, I'm going to brave it. I'm going to bet £5, I reckon. £5 on match goals. It's 11 for 10 at the moment for getting more than 2.5 match goals between Bayern and Bielefeld. If I put... I'm only going to put £5 down. Or do I go for a different alternative match goals? What I've done is, Carlos, I've gone crazy here. I'm going to go for over 3.5. I've put a £3 bet on. Actually, no, I'm going to change that. I'm going to be really boring. I've put £2.50 on, and if I win, I get a return of £10. So that's if there are 3 goals or more. So I'm going a bit further than you, Carlos. But either way, if you get over 2.5, then you've won. But we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to have a quick break, folks, and then we'll be right back for the start of the second half. So don't go anywhere. And if you haven't yet, and you're new to the channel, and you're enjoying this stream, give us a like and click that subscribe button and follow Let's Talk Sport on YouTube. We'll be back very shortly. Welcome back. It's about to begin the second half. Let's get the clock going. So Bielefeld are going to start the second half. And it'd be interesting what their team talk was like, because they're doing everything right in terms of keeping the ball out of their own goal, but it's whether or not they can do it for this long. Because it's going to be a very, very long second half for them if they carry on defending like that, but maybe they've got no option but to play like that. Anyway, let's get the crowd atmosphere back on as well. So yes, looks as though there wasn't any substitutions at half time. So Bayern Munich attacking from left to right, Bielefeld from right to left. But yeah, I don't think Bayern Munich have much more to really do. They've just got to get their frustration out of the way and get this first goal. And for my sake, I hope it's 3 goals or more, which I don't know what I've got just as I say that. Sonny! Oh, it's just gone wide. It was rolling in, I thought, but it just missed the post by a whisker. Just as I talk about my bet, I thought it was going to start and work for me. Why did I bet 3 goals or more when it was 0-0 at half time? I didn't bet before the game, if you're wondering. Oh, look at that. Sane, as I said, he's having one of those days. He's not brought much influence to the pitch, and he hasn't been at his best. Anyway, Bayern Munich again, so close to get opening the score, and you wonder if it's going to be one of those days for Bayern. Julian Johnson says 3-3 in terms of scoreline. I'd love to see the odds on that if you did put a bet on that, Julian. Meanwhile, there's 2 Bielefeld players down in the centre circle. Lewandowski, oh no, they both clashed heads. Oh dear. They were trying to get a ball that Lewandowski was trying to go for, and they all missed it, and both of them clashed into each other. I love how Oliver Kahn is just watching on, looking like he's not wrapped up that warm. He hasn't got a blanket or anything like that. Well, everyone else sitting around him do. Of course, Oliver Kahn, part of the board at Bayern Munich, and a legend, of course, at the club. I'll never forget when he bit that guy's ear. Oof. Ruthless bloke when he was a goalkeeper. A World Cup runner-up, let's not forget. Back in 2002. I remember John Motson portraying that final at the kickoff, saying it's the best goalkeeper in the world versus the best striker in the world. Ronaldo, of course, R9, not the Ronaldo that we watch these days, but for any of you kids out there, if you've not heard of R9, you need to Google him. One of the probably the greatest striker I ever saw. Muller now on the halfway line. Upamecano. So yeah, do vote on the poll, folks. Bayern Munich leading at 84%, but we've now started to get people voting for a draw, which we didn't have at all until half time. 3%. Meanwhile, here come Bayern again. Here's Coman. Sane chips it in. Lewandowski, surely. Oh, Muller's miskicked it. That should have been 1-0. He knows he should have scored. What was that all about? What? I don't know. I need to see that again. Ortega still with a clean sheet as he boots the ball deep into Bayern's half. How's that not gone in? It should have been a simple tap in for Thomas Muller. Answer our postcards. I have no idea what happened there. Here they come again, Bayern Munich, from the halfway line with Goretzka. The Nagelsmann now standing on the sidelines watching on. Long ball into the box, straight at the hands of Ortega though. Sane could have ran for it, but he wouldn't have been there at the right time at the right place. Greg Livingston says, Jamie, You would not believe what I bet on today. I bet on 6 horses. They were in different races. They all won. I got £900. Then I put £100 on a horse, and the price was 1 to 4 favourite. And the 1 to 4 horse did win, just won by a nose. I was shitting my pants. And that I thought I lost. Oh, I can't imagine. I could never bet that amount of money, though. I just couldn't. I'm a guy who does 50p accumulators. That's how risky I go. But currently, folks, I have got a bet on this game now. £2.50 I've put in for this game to have 3 goals or more. Currently, we've had none. And we've got 40 minutes left. Sane, lofts it way over the bar. If I was Nagelsmann and he is walking back to the dugout, I would speak to your coaches and look into getting Sane off. It's not his day. Maybe Gnabry could come on, and Musiala's available as well, the young English. Well, he's picked Germany, hasn't he, to represent, so we can't really say he's English anymore in terms of football terms. Don't know about you lot, folks, but I'm loving Nagelsmann's coat. He's so good at his fashion. Oh, good cross in, but it's headed away. Oh, what's that for? Free kick for Bielefeld. I'm not sure what that was for. The frustration continues for the hosts. And Bayern know that they need to win tonight if they are going to remain top of the league for another week. And this is a big game because the next game, guess what it is? It is Bayern Munich versus Dortmund next Saturday, 5:30. Now, I don't know what my plans are next weekend. I'm supposed to be, well, I don't know yet. If I do go to Wembley next Sunday, it's the Women's FA Cup final. But I might stay somewhere overnight ahead of the game. So I might, if I get there early enough, I might take my laptop with me and do a live stream watch along from my hotel of the match. Thrown for Bielefeld right next to their own corner flag. I do love the corner flag cam that they've got. They wouldn't like Jamie Vardy in the Bundesliga. He'd go and destroy it. He'd snap it in half. I'll never forget that, him just snapping that corner flag in half. It was so far. It was so funny. It was so Vardy though. Oh, hang on, here come Bielefeld. Can they go on the counter here? No. That with by Alfonso. Now Coman. I've enjoyed his contribution to this game so far. Yeah, Musiala, Gnabry, I think those are your best options for Nagelsmann. Sane. Now, Coman, good cross in, maybe? No, straight to Ortega. I do speak very soon when it comes to that. So yeah, Bayern Munich Dortmund next Saturday. I think it's at Dortmund's ground though. So Bayern Munich lot will have to face the yellow wall, and I think, well, they both played in the, what was it, the Super Cup, whatever it is they call it in Super Copper maybe. I don't know what you call it in Germany, where it's between the Cup winners and the Bundesliga winners from last season, and Bayern Munich won that convincingly back in the summer. We did do a watch along for that. Musiala. No, not Musiala. What am I saying? Unless he's come on without me knowing. And there's a corner. Coman with the cross, and it's dealt with for a corner. I don't know why I said Musiala. I meant Muller. Maybe I just really want Musiala to come on. I do love watching him. Well, 10 minutes gone in the second half, and my bet for 3 goals is just not looking good so far. We've still got 0 in this match. We got Sane, Davies, now Neuer. We got Eleganti posting Andretti. Or was it Andrade? Now, are they you lot posting the Panama flag? And just as I say that, Musiala is coming on. Nagelsmann heard me. And it's Goretzka who's coming off. Not much impact from Goretzka in this game, to be honest with you. I don't think he'll be too fussed about the way he's played, but I'm sure he'll be happy to give way if it helps them find that first goal of the night. Bayern Munich being pushed into their own half. Never thought I'd say that in tonight's game. Let's look at the other results we had today. So, oh, Coman. Now Sane. Oh, he's missed it again. Completely miskicked it, and it's gone wide for a goal kick. But yeah, looking at this, Arsenal 2, Newcastle United 0, Crystal Palace 1, Aston Villa 2, Liverpool 4, Southampton 0, a big win there for Klopp's men at Anfield. Norwich City 0, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0, which probably a good result for Norwich maybe, I don't know. At home they could do with as many points as they can, I guess, when they're playing at home. Meanwhile, it's 0 each between Brighton and Leeds United, so not a dramatic day really in the Premier League, nothing crazy. But Gerrard again, 2 wins out of 2 as the new Villa boss. Who scored for Villa? Let's have a look. They played at Crystal Palace today. Target and McGinn getting goals before Gray got one on pretty much seems the last minute of the game when it was just a consolation goal. Of course, in the Women's World Cup qualifying, England won earlier today, 1-0 against Austria. Ellen White scoring in a special match for her today because it was her 100th cap for England. And funny enough, her debut was against Austria all those years ago. So those are the main scores from the Premier League. Hearts are up to second in the Scottish Premiership with a win, and Greg Livingston says, yes, my team Hearts won. Yes, he says. They've got camera shots of Goretzka on the bench now. Oh, hang on, here we go. Bielefeld, they couldn't squeeze one out of nowhere, could they? They've got a shot, it's blocked. Looked as though it was Kloss with the shot. Now, the Bundesliga website said that they were playing 4-2-3-1 formation, Bielefeld, but according to Google, they reckon they're playing 4-3-3. So, Vasilidis, Patel and Schopf in midfield, and then up front from left to right, you got Okagawa, Kloss and Wemmer. So a little bit different according to Google, but Google has said as well, they agree with Bundesliga that it's a 4-2-3-1 formation with Bayern Munich. So only one substitution so far, with Goretzka coming off and being replaced by Musiala. Musiala is great to watch. I watched Last time I properly watched him was against Leipzig, which I did a stream on here about a month or so ago. Header way over the bar there from Lewandowski. It's not his night so far. I don't think he's actually had a shot on target yet. Lewandowski with the cross. You can't argue with the feed that they get, some of these front players at Bayern Munich. Lewandowski knows that he's getting what he's after, what he's asking for. He needs to finish them. Half an hour to go. Still goalless. Bielefeld frustrating the hosts and the champions so far. Dortmund, I'm sure, will be watching with interest. And Dortmund are out of the Champions League. They didn't get enough points to come out of the group stages. They didn't even make the top 2, so it looks as though they'll be playing Europa League at least for the rest of the season, when the knockout stages start in February. Coman brings it in, and another great block. Bielefeld, with these crosses, have been absolutely brilliant. As I said before, it looks as though they've done their homework. They've definitely trained up for this, there's no doubt about that. Alphonso Davies. Greg, you always have Blue Wicked. You can't tell me you haven't had it for a long time. Maybe it's been that long since I've done a stream with you watching. Oh, Bayern have just won it. Deep in Bielefeld's half. Oh, the ball's a bit too long for Muller. He's kept it in, though. He wins a corner out of it. Yeah, so under half an hour they've got Bayern to find that goal. Nagelsmann does look a little frustrated looking at his facial expressions. And probably asking questions for his coaches. Corner's gone way past the goal. Out of the box now. Oh, Tolisso goes down. And they've won a free kick. Yeah, he turned the ball away from his opponent, and because of that he got tripped up. Did well to win the free kick. You do wonder, maybe because Bayern Munich's ground hasn't got a full house, or not anywhere near enough of, you know, more than 60% of fans in that ground, then maybe it's an effect for Bayern not being able to play in front of a crowd. Not a proper crowd, anyway. Sane with the ball in. Oh! And the header just goes wide for a goal kick. In all fairness to Sane, I don't think he could have done any more with that. It was a great delivery, and Bielefeld will make their first substitution of the night. And it looks as though it's Hack who's going to come on. Can he hack a result for Bielefeld? See what I did there? Greg says, I only have Wicked when you are on, Jamie. He says, what are your thoughts on Stefan, the goalkeeper? Yeah, I'm liking the look of him, Artiga. He's very calm, isn't he? Wimmer has gone off. Wimmer's only got 1 goal to his name this season, I think, from what I was reading. Ahead of this match, Hack comes on in his place. Yeah, I think you might be right about Artiga. He's, yeah, he's very comfortable. He looks very... Ooh... Free kick danger here for Bayern Munich, as in for Bielefeld. Bayern Munich have conceded it, and Hernandez, the centre-back, has been given a yellow card, and I think that is Bayern Munich's first booking of the game. He went a bit high foot on his opponent. Probably not much in it, but he still went down and used that advantage. So that's 2 yellow cards for Hernandez this season. Not too bad when you're near the midway point of a season as a defender, I'd imagine. But you do feel the later this goes on, and if Bielefeld could just get themselves the right chance, they could upset people here. They caused problems last time they were here. It's a 3-man wall for Bayern at the moment. I can't see him going for it. It looks a bit too far out for him to take it. Yep, he's going to swing it in. Header. Oh, terrible header. Did he even make contact? It was Hack. Was it Hack? No, it wasn't. It was Kloss. I don't think he made any contact with it at the end because it didn't change direction whatsoever and it just went wide. Bogendra says that Lewandowski will... Well, he says scored, but I don't know. Maybe you mean score. Will score in the 82nd and 85th minute. I'd like to see you put a bet on that because if you get that right... I keep thinking about bets. I need to stop advertising gambling. Ball comes in. Oh, Lewandowski should have tapped it in again. So many chances. Bielefeld clear it. And they hold the ball. It's on the far side. But what is going on, folks? Bayern Munich just can't get a goal at the moment. It's a good game, though. Koeman nutmegs the defender with the cross, and Lewandowski, he was ready for it, but maybe his vision got distracted when going for the ball. Oh, so close. They've had enough chances, Bayern, so they haven't got any excuses. Bogendra says, mind my words, man. I'm intrigued. Lewandowski scoring the 82nd and 85th minute. Let's see what happens. At the moment, Bayern Munich will be happy just to get one goal. But as I said in the first half, the later this game goes on and the more attack we see from Bayern, you'd think the more tired their opponents should get, and it should get a bit easier, but who knows. That's what you'd expect. That's what you'd hope to see if you're a Bayern Munich player or a Bayern Munich fan. Just over 20 minutes to go. Bayern at the moment will remain second if they don't win here tonight. Oh, Musiala brings it in. Lewandowski... He's got it on his feet, didn't have it. He had his back towards goal though. Now Pavard. It's gone outside the box again. Pavard, has it gone out of play? I think it has. No, it hasn't. They've continued. Sonny with a shot. Oh, Davies. Oh dear. Lifts the ball way over the crossbar. And it's a goal kick for Bielefeld. Void says, great quality stream. Oh, thanks very much, Void. Appreciate it. Always appreciate your feedback, folks. Any feedback is good for our channel. We're still quite a young channel, we like to think. If you haven't yet, folks, and you're enjoying the stream, give us a like and subscribe to the channel. We'd really appreciate your support. Koeman. Sane. He just loses it on the edge of the box. Bielefeld trying to go out with the ball again. Kloss. They've got to be careful here because Bielefeld are pushing it up. Now with Kloss, he's trying to swing it in and he wins a corner. Came off Upamecano. The corner will be taken on the near side. Greg Livingston says, mark my words, Armenian Bielefeld will score the winner. Who knows, it could be in this corner kick in just a moment. 21 minutes to go. Our live poll still suggests that Bayern Munich will win. 80% of your votes have gone there. Draw for 9%. Arminia Bielefeld have gone for 11%. Greg asking, are you going to watch the darts tonight, Jamie? No, probably not. I know it's on ITV4 though. Is it the Grand Slam of darts or something like that? Oh, poor corner from Bielefeld. Doesn't even get further than the first man. Instead, it'll be a throw-in. Bielefeld are kind of playing the time wasting. Well, as Bogendra said, Sergei Gnabry will come on. Well, it looks as though he's about to come on now. Just seeing him in the kit and ready for the substitution. They're going to have to wait until the ball goes out of play again. Bielefeld on the left wing. Cross comes in and it's no one near. And Neuer will comfortably pick it up and say thank you very much. Plays it short to Hernandez. Sane under pressure there, but he still holds the ball and plays it back to Hernandez. Bayern Munich in their own half of the ball. Gnabry watching on the sidelines, hoping that his influence on the pitch could make a change. Of course, no Kimmich for Bayern at the moment. He's quarantining since he was tested positive. Sane, and he scored! They broke the deadlock on the 70th minute. Leroy Sane, I must admit, I kept saying he's had a poor game, but in all fairness, he silenced me with an absolute fantastic finish from outside the box. Scores with his left foot and picks out the top left corner of the net. And is that going to be the winning goal with 19 minutes to go? Bayern Munich 1, Bielefeld 0. They just needed a goal, Bayern. It took them a long time, but it's been worth the wait for the Bayern Munich fans and the team. 1-0. Now, I do have a bet for this game to have at least 3 goals. And I just need 2 more now, and there's just over 18 minutes to go. Void asks, is this in Munich or Bielefeld? It's actually in... yeah, it's in Munich at the Allianz Arena. Hans-Ariel Renaud says goal, and Void says dang. Bogendra says yes. So I would be very surprised if people don't vote for Bayern Munich in our live poll after that. When we get closer to the end of the game, we will ask for your man of the match. Here come Bielefeld now. Ball comes in nearly. Whoa, they could have tried to creep it in, but Neuer had the near post covered. Tried to throw it out to Gnabry. He's got it now. His first touch of the game. Bogendra says it's time for the Lewandowski show. But yeah, if you haven't yet, folks, do click that subscribe button. We do try and do as much European football, including the Bundesliga, in terms of watch-alongs as much as we can. So 17 minutes to go. Will Bielefeld try and at least rescue a point here? Any point would help them in their fight to survive the Bundesliga for another season. They're currently in the relegation zone. They're not rock bottom, but their rivals Firth lost 6-3 today at home to Hoffenheim. They got absolutely battered in terms of the scoreline. I didn't watch the game, but we got Nicholas J saying hello from Panama. Hello, Nicholas. Hope you're well. Bogendra says that he is from Nepal. We do have a few from Nepal now and again who join us on the streams. But yes, do stay tuned, folks. Just when we reach around 85 minutes, we will ask for your man of the match on our poll. At the moment, Bayern Munich leading our poll at 81%. 8% of you going for a draw, and Arminia Bielefeld going for 11%. I think it's. I'll be amazed if Bielefeld can turn this around. They've hardly been on the front foot at all tonight. Bayern Munich have controlled the game. It's just they haven't been able to score until we reach 70 minutes. Oh, Gnabry trying to get it through to Coman. Way too long for him to collect that. Greg asking me, any stream on tomorrow or any next week? None tomorrow, Greg. I'm actually out for my birthday tomorrow. My birthday's on Monday, but I'm out tomorrow for my birthday. And also to celebrate Jamie Burgoyne's birthday tomorrow, who you may remember on the live chat pages on our YouTube streams. But if any of you are in Shrewsbury at all tomorrow, which is in Shropshire in England, oh, hang on a minute, here come Bielefeld. It's in the box. He might just go alone. Oh, it took a deflection. Is it a corner or is it offside? I think it's offside after all that. So even if he had scored, it wouldn't have counted. We've had a couple of moments where Bielefeld have scared the home supporters, and then after all that, the linesman has waved his flag a few times. It's going to be a double substitution for the visitors. Actually, maybe a triple substitution. There's at least 2 or 3 players in their kits ready to go. I wonder if this is a fight to just go all out and try and win, not maybe win the game, but at least rescue a point. Bergenger says, happy birthday. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. It's not until Monday, but that's when my birthday is. Oh, good ball through to Coman. He might just go alone. Oh, good save. Ortega goes behind for a corner. But yes, Greg, your comments about this goalkeeper are coming true. Great save. Saves it with his right hand. Flicks it past the post for it to go out for a corner. So a double substitution here. For sorry, not double. A triple substitution here for Bielefeld. Let's try and track who's... So Kloss is coming off for Lasmi, so that's a forward option. Andrade is coming off for Di Medina. Do let me know, folks. Is Andrade from Panama then? Fernandez has come on for Vicine Eliadis, so pretty much it looks as though Bielefeld are going to go for it. Which, don't blame them. Oh, it's hit the crossbar. It nearly was 2-0 then. I was thinking you may as well pack up if that goes in. But no, it's still 1-0. Upamecano with the cross. Come on, we need another goal. I don't care which team because I've got a bet on 3 goals in total if I can win this bet. I put £2.50 on. If I get it right, I get £10 back. Yes, I know. It's not that much. Oh, Musiala does well. He might just try and score here. No. Tried to play the ball backwards to one of his teammates to tap it in, but didn't work out. Here comes Bielefeld. It's now deep in Bayern's half on the right wing. Ooh. Not a bad cross there from Lasmi, who's just come on. He tried to find his teammate in the box, but Neuer got there first. So reliable, Neuer. But yes, Greg Ortega, the other goalkeeper, yeah, I'm rating him. I do like him. He made a great save to keep them in the game. And it's Preti who's just been penalised for a free kick here for Bayern. But yeah, Gnabry from such a tight angle nearly hit the roof of the net a few moments ago. Here's Coman on the right wing. Absolutely love his pace. Now ball into the box. Coman on his own, but he couldn't get there. Would he have been offside? I don't think so. It's gone out for a goal kick, but how did Coman get so much space? No one marked him at all or tracked his run. I mean, it's obvious what I'm going to say. Bayern need a second goal to win to win the game. You just never know. There's just about 10 minutes to go now, as we're about to reach the 80th minute. Oh, that was a late challenge. That must be a free kick. It is for the visitors. Muller whistled there by the referee. Greg says, Jamie, you need to bet big like me. No, I don't have the balls like you, my friend. I couldn't do it. I don't have that addiction anyway, which I'm glad that I don't. I'm not saying you do, but I don't have that urgency to bet. I always think it's a mugs game, to be honest. I like a bet. It makes watching football more exciting. I think you've got to also think about it, Greg, where, yes, you may win one or two bets now and again, but if you actually add up how many bets you make in that time, that ends up being nothing. The money that you win might not even be getting your money back still, if that makes sense. You know, a lot of people I know bet quite a lot, and I don't get it, because they rarely win. And I just think these betting companies are just made for you to lose at some point. Even if your first bet goes well, you're going to lose a bet. You're not always going to win it 100%, let's be honest. If you're going to bet consistently, they're there to make money. It's no different than casinos. You see it in films with casinos. They don't like when you start winning and then they try and kick you out. Here come Bayern. Could this be 2-0? No. Straight at the hands of Ortega, and he boots it deep into Bayern's half. Looking for Lasmi. Ooh, high boot there on Upamecano. Looks like it might have gone out for a throw for Bielefeld, but that might be a free kick. And yet, there's going to be a yellow card for Lasmi. He's only just come on as well. He's only been on for the last 3-4 minutes. Yep, and there's the confirmation of the yellow card. High boot with Upamecano right behind him when going for the long kick from Ortega. I think that is Bielefeld's first booking of the game. They're just showing replay of Leroy Sané's goal, which is so far proving to be the winning goal. 8 minutes to go. He has come off. I didn't realise he went off. Who's he come off for? Oh, it must have been for Gnabry. I knew Gnabry came on because I was mentioning him, but I didn't know that Sané came off for him. Tell you what, it's quite depressing watching Gretzka on the bench. He looks bored after he came off. But I really do want one of those coats of Nagelsmann's. He's wearing a very nice green, looks like a kind of a green army coat. If it helps, it's got the Adidas logo on his left sleeve, so at least we know where it's from. Greg says, I do bet on the football, but I bet on the horse racing the most. There's a tug of war between two kids over a Bayern Munich scarf, and the kid in the woolly hat has won. He'll take home the scarf, and I think he needs it because it is looking very cold in Munich tonight. You know it's cold when the fans are also using blankets to cover up their legs. Well, I think my bet's not going to work out, folks. Carlos Sanchez has got a bet for it to be 2 or more goals. So he just needs 1 more goal. I still need 2 more goals. Who knows? 6 minutes to go. Be sure, folks, to subscribe to the channel. Let's Talk Sport is your home of sport watch-alongs here on the channel. We're also going to be trying out a few content ideas either before Christmas or in the new year, which is stuff like a top 5 series where we rank our top 5, let's say top 5 footballers of all time or top 5 F1 racers of all time. We're also going to do unpopular opinion features. We're going to try that out, and maybe the tier list feature. So we're going to give that a go. But also we do our usual tradition of doing as many live stream watch-alongs as we can, not just in football, but for tennis, golf, snooker, you name it. Meanwhile, Bayern Munich have got 5 more minutes at least to hold on to this 1-0 lead. Another goal should put the game to bed. Muller. Oh, is Musiala? No, his shot just takes a deflection. It has been literally the summary. It sums up Bayern Munich's performance tonight, where they've got everything spot on, but they just can't seem to make it with the final third. Bielefeld have defended really well tonight. They should take a lot of credit, even if they do lose. So corner to come for Bayern. Greg says, not long until the Ashes starts, Jamie. It feels the Ashes just been when it was in Australia. Here comes the corner. Oh, Musiala tried to get his back behind it, but he lost the ball on the edge of the box. I'm just wondering, I've realised there's no Choupo-Moting on the bench at all for Bayern. Is he injured, or is he another COVID case? Let us know if you do know on the live chat page, folks. I just realised we've reached 85 minutes and I forgot to set up a man of the match poll, and I'll do that just now. But as you'd expect, the winning vote at the moment is Bayern Munich. Way over 80% of you voted for Bayern Munich tonight. So we've asked for your man of the match. Buginger just confirmed that Choupo-Moting was tested COVID last week. I was going to say, so that makes sense. So your options are Sane, Ortega, Nielsen, who I think has played brilliant in defence tonight for Bielefeld, or Thomas Muller. So do vote now for your man of the match. So yeah, Ashes coming up. You're right, Greg. It's is it 8th of December it starts? But yeah, normally when England travel to Australia for the Ashes, we normally get whitewashed. It's never a good time there. The last time we actually won the series in Australia was 2011, 2010, 2011. So yeah, 10 years ago. And it's been a long time since then. I think we've gone to Australia 3 times since then, and it's been pretty bad. I do kind of feel sorry for the England players, because I just wonder if some of them really want to would rather be home at Christmas instead of, because they're in Australia up until mid-January. Be interesting what it would be like for them in Australia, because of COVID restrictions in Australia have been very tight during lockdowns. Whenever they've had a COVID case in the street, they've pretty much locked down the whole street. So yes, do vote, folks. On the live chat page, we're asking for your man of the match. Do vote, and we'll announce it at the end of the game. There is a substitution again. This should be their 5th and final one for the visiting team. Sarah is coming on, and he's replacing Schopf. Schopf looks like he might be limping. He looks a bit tired, actually. 40 seconds left until we reach the 90. And yeah, I've already conceded my bet. I don't think we're going to see 2 more goals. Hernandez is coming off for Sule. Sule, I believe, is leaving this summer as a free transfer. That's already been decided, it seems, with Bayern Munich, but I know Sule's a controversial one. He's not everyone's cup of tea, but I do think he's handy to have as a backup defender at least. Neuer takes the goal kick. Approaches the left-hand side of Bielefeld's half. Now the added time has just been announced. I didn't see the board, but it's only going to be 3 minutes of added time. Bayern Munich hoping to hold on here and go back at the top of the table ahead of their match with Dortmund next Saturday. Same time, 5:30 kickoff. Throw in for Bayern just inside their own half. They won't mind that. Sule, even though he's just come on with fresh legs, he'll just act like he's played for 90 minutes and drag his feet around if it means killing time. Davies already trying to kill time by swapping the football. Andrea says, please Lewandowski score. Not been his night. He's had one or two chances, but I'd say Muller's had more chances than Lewandowski. But at the moment, looks like Nagelsmann will be the happier manager of the two between him and Kramer. But I think for some of those fans and for the players, I think once it's the final whistle, they'll be relieved to go back inside in what has been a very cold night. And, ooh, just about a minute and a half left of stoppage time, and Bielefeld have a corner here. What could this mean? Sule heading it out for a corner. And I'm sure Bielefeld have got at least 7 players approaching the Bayern Munich box. And they've got to go for it. At the end of the day, they're fighting for survival. And a draw would be very, very good for them. Corner comes in. Well dealt with, it seemed, by Bayern. Oh, that was a risky tackle, but he got the ball, Pavard. But then he gives it away. But after all that, it's gone out for a throw-in near the corner flag on the far side for Bayern. Less than 60 seconds to go. But yeah, Oliver Kahn watching on in the stands wearing a face mask, and he's got his hands in his pockets. I'm sure he's had games when he was in cold conditions and probably had to stand around a lot. I think that's the worst thing for goalkeepers. If you play for a team that doesn't have to worry so much defensively, you're probably having to walk around in your own half just to keep yourself warmed up. Yeah, don't forget to vote for your man of the match. So far, Sane leading the poll at 46%. Ortega, the goalkeeper for Bielefeld's, at 23%. Nielsen at 8%. And Muller for 23%. Well, we've reached the 93 minutes. I'd imagine that could be it now. It is. They're not going to go over it at all. The referee has blown the whistle for full time. Kramer and Nagelsmann shake hands on the sidelines. But I think Bielefeld could be proud of that. I know they lost still, but it just shows that they might just have a fighting spirit if they're going to be having to fight for survival between now and the end of the season come May time. But it was Leroy Sané, a man who I didn't rate that much in tonight's game, has got the winning goal. And I guess for Bayern Munich, they did everything that they could. They got the goal that they needed at the end. There might be little concerns here and there for Nagelsmann to look over ahead of their game with Dortmund next Saturday, but at the moment, all that matters is that they will go back at the top of the Bundesliga table for another week. So, at full time then, it has ended Bayern Munich 1, Arminia Bielefeld 0. So if you haven't yet, folks, do vote on the poll asking you for your man of the match. And let's just go through the stats before we wrap up the stream tonight. So confirmation then, 1-0 for Bayern Munich. Leroy Sané getting a goal on the 71st minute from outside the box. And their expected goals, well, they underachieved that, didn't they, today? They were under par. 2 goals or more was expected from them today. But for Arminia Bielefeld, what does that mean? 0.72. I take it they were expected 1 goal, even with those figures. But, yeah, they just didn't look like scoring today, Bielefeld. They had 1 or 2 scary moments for Bayern Munich to deal with. But at the end, they just couldn't get the goal that they needed to at least get a surprising... You could say a surprising point from the champions' home. They got a point there last season, but this time, technically, Bayern have improved from that game last season. In terms of on target for Bayern, they had 9 on target, 14 off target. Bielefeld had 8 off target, in all fairness to them, but they had 0 on target, hence why they've had no goals. Possession, 70% for Bayern Munich, 30% for Bielefeld. And if you actually look at the shots produced the most, Fabian Klos for Bielefeld got 3 of the 8 that they produced. Leroy Sané getting 6 shots, and at least he got 1 of them into the back of the net. In terms of fantasy, if any of you have been playing the Bundesliga Fantasy League, if you've been playing with your friends and all that, you'd have been delighted if you had at least either Thomas Muller or Stefan Ortiga in your team. Ortiga getting the most points for Bielefeld with 12 points. He was great tonight. I know he didn't get the clean sheet, but in all fairness to Greg Livingston, he said on the live chat before the game kicked off that he is a good player to watch. First time I've watched him, and he's done a great job. Made a few big key saves there for Bielefeld just to keep it at 1-0. Thomas Muller with 16 points. He nearly scored a scissor kick from inside the box, which if that had gone in, it would have been a beautiful goal. But Ortiga, the main man for Bielefeld, denying that. Leroy Sané also with 16 points. Benjamin Pavard, wow, bit surprising, but he got 15 points. I'm not his biggest fan, and for any of you regulars, if you know Seb True, he's not his biggest fan either. So, yeah, interesting that. But Pavard's had a good game in terms of the Fantasy League. But I think we're going to wrap it up there, folks. So I'm going to end the poll, asking you for your man of the match. And I think we do have a winner. Drum roll, please. Once it loads, come on. Am I going to have to drum roll a little bit longer? And it is Leroy Sané who wins the man of the match for tonight on Let's Talk Sport. 52% he gets from your votes. Muller comes in second, his teammate, at 23%. Ortiga for Bielefeld gets 19%. And his teammate in defence, Nielsen, only gets 4% from your votes. But anyway, thank you very much, as always, for joining me on Let's Talk Sport for a live stream watch-along of the Bundesliga. If you've enjoyed it, give us a like, click that subscribe button, because it's your support that really helps us as a channel going forward. And of course, stay tuned for any more of our live stream watch-alongs coming up on the channel. Anyway, enjoy your rest of the weekend. Make sure you don't get too cold wherever you are. And we'll see you very, very soon. So it's a good night for Bayern as they prepare for Borussia Dortmund next Saturday in what could be a massive title showdown. Good night.